Alright, and welcome back to the next episode of Climbing Out of Ultra Ball into Master on the road to rank 1. Thank you for attending today's video. Let's see what we can get. Again, still working out of the Milwaukee-based team, and I expect to modify this as I go. But fundamentally, I'm, right now, definitely feeling the Calyrex Ice Rider quite a bit. I am considering swapping out the Miraidon for a Lunala and possibly adding a Psy-Spam mode. There's also a decent chance that I may use a variant on this particular team for the Global Challenge that is coming up this weekend, which I do intend to incorporate some videos for. We'll see just how much we end up making out of that. But yeah, so anyway, should be, assuming wins, 1 or 2 games away from moving out of the assuming wins, should be 1 or 2 games away from moving out of Ultra Ball and into Masterball Tier. So definitely going to want Urshifu for this one, I think. Oh, but then that would require leaving a Rockwind at home and the Bear at home. But realistically, I think that they have several things that Urshifu threatens very well. There isn't anything that just hard counters Miraidon for this one, so it's very, very good to bring along. And I think just Grimmsnarl and Calyrex lead is probably going to be the most offensive thing that I can bring, as well as potentially move us into Trick Room, which is definitely a really good win condition into the opponent's team. Is it a guarantee of anything? Of course not. This is this is Pokemon. There are no guarantees. But it definitely puts us in a good place. Okay, so this is most likely a coaching or wide guard Iron Valiant strategy. And to that end, they will invalidate. Yeah, so to that end, I actually do think that they would potentially invalidate the wide guard should we go for it. So, we're going to do something a little bit odd. We're going to go for an immediate Spirit Break, followed by a Trick Room to put Rayquaza up front. They might go for a coaching into the Rayquaza strategy, which like could be very, very solid. They might go for... Okay, that was not what I was expecting them to go for. And an Overheat. Really? Okay, well, that's cool. Definitely not what I was anticipating. Oh, is it a White Herb? Oh, that's clever, that's clever. I appreciate that. Still, have a Spirit Break, friend. Bop. Good damage. Cool, now the neat thing about going into Trick Room in this circumstance is that now all of a sudden Grimmsnarl is the fastest thing on the field. He's having a grand old time. And yeah, that's probably not ideal for our opponent here. I don't necessarily know if they're... I don't know, they might go for another Dazzling Gleam. I think we just put up a Protect, throw a Foul Play into the Rayquaza, and see where things go from there. Because if they go for an Extreme Speed... Nope, they're just going to protect the Rayquaza, so they have Protect and Overheat. I wonder if this is a special attack Rayquaza. Or if it's a mixed attacker, just full-on mix. Maybe. Destiny Bond. Yeah, I'm not actually interested in hitting you. Like, it's not personal, but just no. Yeah, so I think we're gonna just lock in a Spirit Break there. Another Spirit Break? Yeah, I think Spirit Break's a good option. And I feel like it's a Focus Sash Valiant. I really, really do. If not, I'm pretty sure it would survive a... Well, You know what? I want a Light Screen. It's worth it. Okay, so the thought process here is that... Ooh, neat. Okay, so they are going for a swap. Going for the Light Screen will help significantly into the Terapagos. And that I expect to be their last Pokemon on this. Sure, they have the whatever it's called. Yeah, the Iron Valiant also I was expecting to be bulky enough to actually take that hit, and now that they've moved, their light screen is gone. Or not their light screen, but their Destiny Bond is gone. So we can just chuck a Foul Play into the Cresselia, get some good damage off on that, potentially clean up with Glacial Lance or vice versa. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, though, light screen helps. I don't think that's gonna help you there, friend. Yep, because here's the Glacial Lance. Pop! That picks up the Iron Valiant. And then we have Foul Play into the Cresselia. So momentarily we're going to see a combination of... oh, it survived! That actually is probably ideal for us. And the reason I say that's ideal is because Cresselia surviving at next to no HP. We continue to outspeed the Cresselia, just use Ally Switch, and it means they can't just bring out both Restricteds. Terrapagos, there we go. Okay, so we've got our good friend Terrapagos there. And so this is a good opportunity for a Spirit Break and just another Glacial Lance. They're probably going to protect the Terrapagos, if I had to guess, to buy themselves a little bit of time, rather than just take the hits. But you never know. So, yeah, anyway, Spirit Break from Grimmsnarl is actually a pretty good way of keeping Terrapagos contained as long as you have enough HP on the Grimmsnarl, particularly if they're the type that attempts to bulk up with Calm Mind prior to making offensive moves, because you can just continually put the Spirit Break into it, it'll outpace Leftovers recovery, it'll keep their Terror Shell broken, and it'll keep their special attack in a very manageable level. So that is definitely one of the biggest reasons why I do really appreciate the Spirit Break on Grimmsnarl. Okay. So that's looking good. Yeah, big reason also for Urshifu to be in the back here is so that Urshifu actually is kind of our win condition in this circumstance. There we go. The Spirit Break doesn't actually do anything. We are going to put up a Reflect just in case the whatchamacallit, the Rayquaza is packing something more offensive. We also know this is not a Choice Specs Terrapagos, otherwise it would not have protected that turn. Urshifu will outrun the... Actually, both of our Pokemon will outrun the turtle. So this works just fine. And the Reflect is just going to help with general survivability into the opponent, and we'll launch a Glacial Lance because if it goes through for some reason, then we're in great shape. I don't expect it to go through. Yep, and we're saving the Terra for the Terrapagos. This should give us a little bit of valuable intel, though, on what the Rayquaza is packing, besides Protect and Overheat. Or not. Terra Starstorm. We might actually survive the Terra Starstorm because of the light screen. Unboosted Terrapagos doesn't actually hit all that hard. Here it comes. Bop. Yeah! So, we survived the Terra Starstorm because unboosted Terrapagos doesn't actually hit all that hard, despite taking Terra and everything. And we hit back with the Glacial Lance for a lot of damage. So, yeah, so Spirit Break, definitely. We're going to click Glacial Lance one more time. Pretty high possibility at this point that Miraidon could come out, drop a Terra, and just win with a Parabolic Charge next turn. But we will see. And they surrender. So, yeah, there you go. Screens can be very effective if you can get them up. Thank you very much, my opponent, for the game, and thank you for watching this episode of Road to Rank, or Road to Number 1. Have a great day. See you next time.